Today we delve into the dark side of the internet, exploring cybersecurity threats that lurk in the shadows. Now, more than ever, understanding these threats is not just a luxury, but a necessity. Cybersecurity isn't a concern exclusive to big tech companies or government agencies. If you're connected to the web, you're a potential target. From the personal photos stored on your phone to the confidential data on your office computer, nothing is off limits for these digital predators. In a world where our lives are increasingly online, ignorance is not bliss, it's a ticking time bomb. So, whether you're a tech novice or a digital veteran, an understanding of these threats is your first line of defense. Ready to step into the shadows? Brace yourselves as we uncover the most common cybersecurity threats. First up on our list of threats is phishing, the internet's most deceptive trickster. Now, what exactly is phishing? This is a type of cyber attack that's like phishing, but instead of fish, the attackers are aiming to hook you. And they do so by luring you with seemingly harmless emails or messages. The catch? These emails or messages are wolves in sheep's clothing, designed to steal your personal information. Let's dive deeper. Picture this. You receive an email that appears to be from your bank. It's got the bank's logo, the official sounding language, and it's even got your name on it. It seems perfectly legitimate, but here's the twist. The email asks you to click on a link to confirm your account details due to some security issue. And the moment you click on that link and fill in your details, boom, the attacker has got what they wanted, your personal information. And it's not just banks. Phishing attacks can come in the guise of any service you use. Maybe it's a shopping site offering you a fantastic discount or a social media site telling you've won a prize. They can also show up as text messages on your phone. The common thread? They all want you to click on a link or download an attachment. Now here's a real-world example. Back in 2016, a major tech company fell victim to a phishing attack. An email pretending to be an internal memo tricked employees into entering their login credentials on a fake login page. And just like that, the attackers got access to sensitive company information. Phishing is a serious threat because it preys on human curiosity and trust. It's the cyber equivalent of a con artist, always ready to dupe you with a well-crafted lie. So how can you protect yourself? Be skeptical. Check the sender's email address. Be wary of emails asking you to confirm personal information, and most importantly, if an offer seems too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Stay alert for these tricksters. Next, we dive into the world of malware, the silent invaders. Malware is the shorthand term for malicious software. This digital menace is designed with one purpose in mind: to cause damage. It's like a digital burglar, sneaking into your computer system without your knowledge. But instead of stealing your television, malware wreaks havoc on your computer. There are many forms of malware, each with its unique method of attack and damage. First, we have viruses. Much like their biological counterparts, computer viruses attach themselves to clean files and infect other clean files. They can spread uncontrollably, damaging a system's core functionality and deleting or corrupting files. Next up, we have worms. These are a type of malware that spread copies of themselves from computer to computer. They're like the gossip of the malware world, spreading around without any human intervention. Trojans, named after the famous Greek horse, disguise themselves as legitimate software, or hide in legitimate software that's been tampered with. They may appear harmless on the surface, but once inside your system, they can deliver their malicious payload. And then we have ransomware, the hostage taker. This malware locks you out of your files or data, then demands a ransom to restore access. In essence, it's digital kidnapping. So, how does malware get into your system? It can sneak in through a vulnerable spot in an outdated software, or hitch a ride with a downloaded file or visited website. It can even trick you into installing it yourself by masquerading as a useful program. The potential damage from malware is massive. It can delete your personal files, steal sensitive information, or even take over your computer for nefarious purposes. Businesses could face financial losses, reputational damage, or regulatory penalties. In short, malware is a significant threat to both individuals and organizations. Like a bad cold, no one wants malware, so keep your systems updated and your guard up. Now, imagine someone guessing your secret password. Scary, isn't it? That's exactly what password attacks are all about. Picture a thief trying to crack a safe. They're not using dynamite or a drill, they're using patience, cunning, and a keen understanding of how the lock works. That's what a hacker does in a password attack. Only the safe is your online account, and the lock is your password. One way they do this is through brute force attacks. This is like trying every possible combination on that safe, but instead it's every possible password. It's a slow, methodical process, but with enough time, a brute force attack can crack even the most complex passwords. Then there's the dictionary attack. This isn't your traditional Merriam-Webster dictionary. Instead, it's a list of commonly used passwords. You know, the ones like password 123 or QWERTY. If your password's on that list, it's like leaving the key under the doormat. It's only a matter of time before they find it. Another method is using keyloggers. These are malicious programs that record every keystroke you make. So, if you're typing your password, it's like whispering your secret into the ear of the thief. Now, I know this all sounds terrifying, but don't worry. There are ways to defend yourself. First, create a strong password. Use a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Make it something unique, not your birthday or your pet's name. Second, change your passwords regularly. I know it's a hassle to remember them all, but it's better than the alternative. Consider using a password manager to help keep track of them all. Finally, use two-factor authentication whenever possible. This adds an extra layer of security, making it that much harder for hackers to get in. Remember, in the digital world, your password is your shield. It's what stands between your personal information and the bad guys. So, take the time to make it strong. Because when it comes to cybersecurity, a good defense is the best offense. Strong passwords are your first line of defense, so make them complex and change them frequently. Last but not least, we explore social engineering, where manipulation is the game. Social engineering is a dark art in the world of cybersecurity. It's not about cracking codes or exploiting software vulnerabilities, but rather it's about manipulating people. Cybercriminals use deception and persuasion to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information. They might pose as a trusted friend, a bank representative, or even a tech support agent, all with the intention to gain unauthorized access to your personal data. They exploit our natural inclination to trust and our desire to be helpful. It's crucial to remember that not everything or everyone online is as they appear. Always verify the source before sharing any sensitive information. Be aware of unsolicited requests for information, even if they appear to be from a trusted source. In the digital world, trust no one. Be cautious about what you share and with whom. As we step out of the shadows, remember, knowledge is power. We've ventured into the darker corners of the internet and uncovered the lurking threats. Phishing, a deceptive masquerade, tricks you into giving up personal information. Malware, a silent infiltrator, can sabotage your system without a whisper. Password attacks, the brute force break-ins compromise the locks on your digital doors. And social engineering, the human hacking, manipulates our trust and goodwill. Each of these threats underscores the importance of staying vigilant. The internet, while a tool of immense power and convenience, hosts an underworld of cyber threats. Thus, we must be proactive about our cybersecurity. Regular updates, strong, unique passwords, a critical eye for suspicious emails and links, and a healthy dose of skepticism can go a long way in protecting your digital self. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, the internet is a double-edged sword. Use it wisely.